champion, of course, Serik Sapiyev. Now, for me, this man's going to take some beating, having stopped 3 out of 5 of his opponents before going the full 3 minutes, Castle.
That's right, Nick, and, you know, that should be contrasted with the fact that Shelestyuk, on the other hand, has not only gone the distance on all 5 of his bouts, but 3 of those were the margin of only 3 points or less. A very close margin, but yet Shelestyuk finds himself in the finals. So will Sapiyev be able to make that 4 out of 5? We'll find out.
By far the more experienced Schmark, the German referee, by far the more experienced Sapiyev. I was about to say he's won World Championship gold. Let's not forget here, twice before, 2007 and 2005. But of course he won it in a category below, in light welter. Something that we've been talking about quite a lot, boxers moving up in weight as they develop and grow in age. And Sapiyev looking, believe it or not, for his third World Championship gold here today right now.
That's right. Well, he's not a youngster, especially not in this sport of amateur boxing, 28 years old. So naturally he's going to fill out in size over the course of his career. But, you know, he's up against a tough guy. Taras Shelestyuk right now is looking hungry. Notice the contrasting of styles right away. The Ukrainian immediately goes into the defensive stance, the peekaboo stance. The Kazaki boxer looking like he's going to dance a little more, be light on his feet, and try and throw some more punches. So be interesting to see which gives way.
Well, he needs to make sure that that guard works, because he's got a very powerful jab. And as you can see, very quick combination punches. There's the big right hand from Sapiyev. And the Ukrainian just getting a caution from the referee, using the inside of the glove and arms. Trying to show the Kazakh boxer that he's also got the speed of movement.
Hear the crowd chanting for that Kazaki boxer. Interesting how the allegiances from Eastern European country to Eastern European country vary. Ukraine, Kazakhstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Kazakhstan, they're all here representing their great nations, and it's wonderful to hear the crowd getting behind them.
Well, Sapiyev definitely taking on the fight, definitely wanting to be the aggressor, and good counter punches from Shelestyuk there.
Shelestyuk will be well served to start using the jab a little more. He's got a great defense to start using it. He could pop out that jab. If he could beat Sapiyev to the punch, he's going to be in a better position. Sapiyev boxing with his hands way down. Much too risky of a tactic here with the straight punching Shelestyuk.
"15 seconds left on the clock to bring the first round to a close, and a lot more work from the Kazakh boxer. The Ukrainian, though, in the counter from his defensive play, has been also hitting the target. And for me, the most impressive part about the Ukrainian in this first round is that defensive play, that guard, that cover, working very well.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's a great strategy to employ. You know, you protect yourself at all times whilst being able to throw straight punches from a short distance. It's really a great game plan. If he could keep it up for 3 rounds, I think he's going to find himself in a good way.
Well, the slow motion replays showing the effective shots from the Ukrainian, and they were effective. How about that? Taras Shelestyuk, 5-2 against Sapiyev. There's a clear example of how the difference between the amateurs and the pros can often be. So much work from Sapiyev in comparison to Shelestyuk in the blue. But if you don't hit the target, you can punch as many times as you like, and it is energy burned. Shelestyuk with an advantage of 3, a healthy margin going into this second. Let's see if Sapiyev changes his tactic here, because the Ukrainian has defended and counter-punched his way into the lead here.
Now remember, Sapiyev has stopped 3 out of 5, so he has the ability to end this one early. He's shown that. He looks like he's looking for that big knockout punch too. Wouldn't you say, Nick?
He's certainly looking for an opening. Let's hope that Shelestyuk doesn't frustrate him. And how long can the Ukrainian maintain the effective use of that cover and guard? For me, I'd like to see Sapiyev just put a few more blows to the body.
And I was just about to say, you know, we saw Lomachenko do it with class and grace in the earlier contest. Go downstairs to the body when your opponent is keeping his hands up high, but don't just do it once, don't just do it twice. Combination punching to the body, get him to drop his arms, and then come right back upstairs with a rocket hook.
He's still not getting through at the moment. And I'm surprised at the corner the KAZ boxer. Again, these are going straight into the guard, these fast punches. Not quite as effective on the counter for the Ukrainian in blue, Shelestyuk, in this second round so far. Shelestyuk with the straight punches to the body.
Nice footwork and body movement by Sapiyev there. He's looking for a way in. He hasn't quite found it yet, but he's trying hard.
A little more effective with the jab from Serik Sapiyev. He's sticking to his plan here, the Ukrainian. And you can't blame him. 3 up after the first round. 40 seconds left in the second. And there's the big hitter from Kazakhstan. Going to break down the defense. Just under 20 seconds left on the clock. Sapiyev still looks full of beans, full of speed and power. Shelestyuk trying his best to frustrate him. Maybe not the most exciting or of entertaining boxing styles, but it's been effective so far. A lot of work done by Sapiyev, and as you can see, taking in as much oxygen as he can.
Important to note, he should be breathing through his nose and blowing out through his mouth to get maximum recuperation out of the short minute or so that he has to recuperate.
Well, again, these slow-mo pictures, Castle, show us that lots of blows to the gloves of Baranchyk from the boxer in red, but the counter punches from Baranchyk are hitting the target. Shelestyuk, my mistake there. Getting my Ukrainian boxers mixed up. Shelestyuk in the blue, and he takes the second round as well, 3-2. So now 4 points clear, Shelestyuk of the Ukraine. And the Kazakhstani boxer out of the red corner really does now need to change up a gear, change the tactic. Or as we said in the second, a few more body blows to try and get that guard to drop so those big punches can get through.
Yeah, and particularly now that he's down in the third round, he can't let Shelestyuk, Sapiyev can't let Shelestyuk box him from the outside. He's going to need to get in on him. There's not much time left, Nick.
It looks like for the first time in this competition, Sapiyev has come up against a boxer that has tactically outmaneuvered his plan.
Here you see the president of this great nation being thanked. President Aliyev, the namesake of this great complex, whose father founded this country and created this great auditorium, and he now is seated to great applause by all those in attendance.
Back to the boxing, third round, 1 minute 45 on the clock. Shelestyuk has the advantage over the fast-hitting Sapiyev, but the Kazakhstan boxer in red has struggled to get through the guard and the defense of the Ukrainian, and is now starting to get very frustrated by the situation as Shelestyuk now starts to attack. Wants to stick to the same tactic, does not want to take on Sapiyev as his own game, because that's exactly how Sapiyev has stopped 3 out of 5 of his bouts to get to this final.
Good work there by Shelestyuk, finding a way in with that little baby hook, that right hand, and Sapiyev just won't go away. The problem is he's not putting on enough pressure here. Under a minute to go. He really needs to step up his game plan. He's stopped 2 boxers, 3 boxers in this tournament, we've already noted. Why not go for broke here? Nick, why won't Sapiyev just let his hands go with full abandon?
Well, he's obviously come with a plan, but that plan hasn't worked. And there's the counters again from Shelestyuk, and he's hitting the target with the 1-2. And he's still continuing to score points at a far more consistent pace and rate than Sapiyev, the hot favourite, coming into this men's welter final. Well, Dr. Wu, the president of the International Boxing Association, shaking hands with the president of the Republic of Azerbaijan. And the clock counts down, and that's it. And I think Shelestyuk has done enough there.
Yeah, Nick, you know, the problem there with Sapiyev, he just never got into top gear, and as a result, he accepted the situation.
Well, frustrated Serik Sapiyev, because Taras Shelestyuk looking confident, and I have to agree with his confidence. This could be the Ukraine's second gold. Lomachenko, already crowned world champion. In the men's lightweight division, of course. Enjoying the support from the crowd, Taras Shelestyuk. Let's see if the judges give him the third round and give him the gold. There it is, confirmation. The men's welterweight world champion for 2011 is Taras Shelestyuk of the Ukraine. 16-10 to Serik Sapiyev of Kazakhstan, who takes the silver. Confirmation that every one of the 3 rounds went the Ukrainians' way, and finishing at 16-10.
Take a look at the action here from the last round, and you see how Shelestyuk was the busier boxer, at least from an effectiveness standpoint. He didn't waste his punches. He threw them when he knew he would land them, contrasting that with Sapiyev, who was throwing his punches at an alarming rate. They just weren't landing. Great defensive plan by Shelestyuk. He stuck with it, and he pulled it out.